Good morning. How are you doing? Tuesday, the start of the week, you know, so the end of the week's not quite in sight just as of yet, but we're getting there, Happy Tuesday to you all. Happy Pancake Day as well. So Tuesday, certainly here in the UK, we might be doing a little bit about that just coming up very, very shortly in Wake Up Call. Hope you are well. Of course, I am. Well, I'm saying of course, maybe you don't even know. My name is Craig Laird and I'm here at Crafters TV with Crafters Companion, where I'm with you 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. here in the UK, or for you guys stateside, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m. Pacific Time. Now, as much as many of you actually either get up or stay up to watch live, you guys and anyone else right across the globe can catch up and watch whenever you like till your heart's content across on our YouTube, or if you go across to our website where you can also watch and shop at the same time, www.crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, you'll be able to do exactly that. You can watch, but you can shop at the exact same times. Whether it's specific deals, specific shows, maybe we're highlighting things, maybe we're going to give you little downloads, anything like that is always across on the website. So that is where you can go right across and check out everything across onto there. So being Tuesday, what we're going to do is we're going to be showcasing the best of today's deals. It is Tuesday, so that means that I am going to be doing and showing you anyway a little bit of soft crafts. We've got some gorgeous fabrics. Some of them have already sold out already, but we'll go into that in a little bit more detail later on. But what I want to do is get your comments in. So later on, I'm going to do a bit of pancake tossing later on. So I want to get your comments in. Let me know, what do you like to put onto your pancakes? Are you more savoury? That's certainly Laura in my ear in the gallery. She likes the savoury kind. You know, she likes a bit of cheese. Adam is like me. He's like very American in the fact of we like the bacon on ours, the maple syrup and bananas. I like the bananas anyway. That's what I had every day for breakfast. What was that, about 6 years ago when I was in New York. So let me know, are you savoury? Are you sweet? Is there anything specific you like to have on yours? Maybe it's just lemon juice that you like to have on yours. Maybe it's a sprinkling of sugar. Anything else that you've got in your cupboard. Shrove Tuesday is all about using up all of your scraps that you've maybe got lying about so you can pop them onto your pancakes. So that is where it's come from. Again, we'll go into that in a little bit more detail later on because similarities within the UK and the US, but we do things just slightly a little bit different. One of the main things is the size of the pancakes. Huge where you are, but we will do a little bit of pancakes, see how many I can be tossing later on. But then what we're going to do is once we've done that, we're going to move into using up some of our crafty stash. I'm going to give you hints and tips. Many ask when it comes to doing your layers onto your cards or your projects, because I like to use my double-sided tape. Some of you like that as well, but you get a bit of difficulty in lining up. So I'm going to show you how you can use your tape, but get the perfect matting layers. But with it being the start of the new week, launching yesterday, we've got our brand new Get It, Got It, Good. This week is all about our hint of classic. So you are getting your 6 packs. In each pack, you're getting 6 pens. These are going to work well on their own, but they're going to complement your full classic collection. £41 here in the UK, $62 in the United States of America. I'm going to be showing you them very, very shortly, but that is, of course, your new Get It, Got It, Good. So let's have a look very quickly, as we'll just say. Very first one on the messages as well is my mum. Good morning to my mum, Denise Laird. Have a fad show. We will do. It is myself. I'm going a bit earlier, but we've got Laura and we've also got Adam.
Hello.
There you go, perfect. Good morning to Helen, Hannah, Diane, Sarah, Judy, Roberta, Liz, Eliza. I'll read all your comments just shortly as we're coming through. Siobhan as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to kickstart it with it being Wake Up Call with Craig. Any opportunity I can get some Christmas related items in, I always do. And that's exactly what we're going to start with, the Sarah Signature Collection. This is our glistening snowflakes. So within this one here, you're getting your 12 by 12 paper pad. You're getting your cut and emboss folder, your stamp and die, you're getting that aperture snowflake, all included with that one. Look at that price. £37 here in the UK, $48 in the United States of America, giving you that incredible saving right at the bottom of your screen. However, of course, like many of you are in the Club Inspire, you're not even going to be paying that. So we're going to give you a bit of a head start in the sneak peek just shortly, but that's going to be coming up later on today in Craft Vault when it comes to the Glittering Snowflake collection. But what we're then going to do is I'm going to be having a nice little look at these brand new fabrics. These are going to be coming up later on in softer side. So look at all these colours. It's Bernie that's going to be popping in, and it is Joe. He is back in the building, so he's here now for the next few days. Now look at these. Can I just check, Laura, are these half meters? So these are $3.49 per half metre, $4.99 in the United States for half metre. Look at all these. We've got navy flower, green flower, geometric mustard, geo pink. We've got leaves blue, leaves sage. We've got jungle salmon, jungle green, jungle blue, and jungle lilac, to name a few of these. All of these are brand new. These are going to be showcased in a lot more detail later on. That is going to be on softer side, 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern time, 5 a.m. Pacific time. And then what we're doing is something that is coming up in launch party today, and I get to do a little bit of a sneak peek as well when it comes to these ones. Absolutely, Laura. Whoop, whoop. So this is your craft kit. You guys stateside on HSN subscription, you will already have received this one. Now it's the opportunity for everyone else to get these ones. This is box number 33 for anyone that is counting. Over 310 elements. Craft kit is $24.99 here in the UK, $24.99 when it comes to you guys stateside. Still giving you a nice little saving when it comes to the craft kit, but that is going to be coming up and showcasing a lot more detail when it comes to launch party later on today, which is 4 p.m. here in the UK, or of course it is 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific time. But what we can do is we can go all the way back to Craft Vault, which is coming up very shortly, 11 a.m. here in the UK, or of course it is 6 a.m. Eastern time or 3 a.m. Pacific time. However, we do have a second Craft Vault today. So we have got our second one later on, which is 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. And this is where we're going to showcase, yes, these glistening snowflake, but we are also going to be showcasing a few other things. I say we, it is the royal we, it is not me. I have just this show today, but I am excited because once this show's finished, I am going to toddle off home. I get to go home, but I'm going to do a lot of prep because tomorrow we do have a launch day tomorrow, and it's all about Hunky Dory Crafts. Brand new products, that's all I'm going to say about that. But what you might want to do is have a look on my Instagram throughout the day. That's Craig Laird CC, and might give you some sneak peeks. But today, say that, no way. What was that? Craft Vault today is all Sarah's signature. Now that says to me that it's Sarah going to be doing them. I want to say it's going to be, I believe it's going to be Sarah that's going to be doing them. That's why it's going to be all Sarah's signature related. We've got a bit of Gardener Love, we've got a bit of Rose Gold, we've got vintage lace, we've got the Crafty Fun, we've got the Glistening Snowflake. Nice selection, comprehensive little sets if you want to then pop them into your basket. Maybe get them for gifts as well. Great time. I always think Craft Vault is perfect for getting things when it comes to gifts, you know, to give out to people. But as we go back, let's have a look and see what some of you are saying. Get your comments in. I want to know what you pop onto your pancakes. Are you a savoury kind? Are you a sweet kind? Maybe you like the creams and the strawberries. Maybe you just want to do a little lighting of sugar, whether it's caster sugar or icing sugar, maybe onto your pancakes. Maybe you like to just do the maple syrup, or maybe you like to do something a bit more, you know, yeah. Fruit and Greek yogurt, that's a good one. Laura's just said. Chocolate is one that Adam's just said. Maybe it's a kind that you don't tend to hear of a lot. Maybe it's your own kind of make. Kind of going on last week when we were talking about the Weetabix as well as the what do you call it? Baked beans. Maybe something a bit weird like that. Maybe you like something that no one else really will. Let us know. Baked beans on pancakes. There's one. Here's a go. You never know. What was that, Adam? Steak. You might do. You might have steak and eggs on pancakes. Now there's something. There's something. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Laura's saying, I agree actually. I bet you Americans, I bet you've already done that. I bet you've already had everything on your pancakes, haven't you? I bet you have. Let's have a look and see. So let's read. Peddler saying, I just like lemon and sugar. Yeah, I like that. Laura fan there. We've got Maddie Hill on YouTube saying, I usually go for sugar and lemon, but I'm going to try jam today. Yeah, jam, that's a nice one. Sandra on YouTube is saying, I like my pancakes with chocolate, nut spread and ice cream. We can say it, Nutella. You know, supermarkets do have their own brand, but we can say it, Nutella. Kathy on YouTube is saying, oh, has to be ice cream on my pancakes. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Sandra Brown on Facebook, Sarah Brown even. Nothing like Sandra Brown, but Sarah Brown. I say my favourite pancakes Okay, here we go, Laura. My favourite pancakes are cheese and potato. I only have it when I go, that was a blunt no on Laura's behalf there. When I go to the pancake parlour, that's my treat for myself. You've got a pancake parlour. Cheese and potato on pancakes. Don't know if I would tend to go over that one myself, but definitely that's a no from Laura. Laura Simmons on Facebook saying, oh, pancakes, I like syrup and butter. Crepes, I like butter, powdered sugar and lemon juice. Yeah, you've got powdered sugar, that's icing sugar to us. You like German crepes? A German market. Edinburgh German market and getting the crepes in. Ooh, mini Dutch pancakes. Yeah, absolutely. Sounds awesome. Just a couple more. We've got Lara. That's a mix of Laura and Karen. Karen on Facebook saying, good morning, Craig. Been up all night due to icy storms we are having for the second time in less than a week. Hope you are having much better weather. We are having much better. The temperature has risen dramatically. Hardly any snow about, just on the curves of the road. So it's all gone. We're left with a little bit of wetness everywhere, but the sun is certainly out. So stay safe. Anyone that's got a lot of heavy snow, bad weather, bad wind, anything like that, stay safe. Diane on YouTube saying, good morning, crafty man. Good morning to you. And then we've got Jan on Facebook saying, hi, Craig. Lovely sunshine on here in Ravello. The only thing to have on pancakes is juice of an Amalfi lemon with a little sugar. So that's, I take it that's Jan from Italy with a little sugar. I'll go with a little sugar. Absolutely. So that's the Jan that Joe went to meet. All makes sense now. All makes sense. Get your comments in, whether it is, of course, Facebook or YouTube, and we'll get them read out, no doubt, throughout the show. But first and foremost, let's have a look. We're going to have a look at the glistening snowflakes for this one. And then what we're going to do is I've got the boards to go with them. So let's have a look at these. So if we let's bring in the paper pad. This is all the vellum. But this is the 12 by 12 vellum. This is absolutely gorgeous when it comes to this one here. This is so elegant, so nice. The colours that run through, it is of course being 12 by 12, but what you can do, as you always can do with any of the 12 by 12s, is cut them down, chop into them. You might want to do little wraps, little belly bands. Maybe you want to, instead of using acetate for your shaker cards, you want to use the vellum instead. Don't forget, you can always heat emboss onto vellum. I would be using my embossing powders, but you could even add a bit of ink to them. Emboss with them with your embossing folders and even lightly sand back. Such incredible detail and looks that you get when it comes to them. But you've got all these colours that's running through from the ice blues, the mints, the teals, the duck egg blues, and that's exactly why I love not only these vellums, but this collection. You've got a variety of different swirls as well as diamonds, you've got circles, you've got dots, you've got sky tones and that as well, all within that pad that we've got in there, 12 by 12, 160 GSM when it comes to that one. But then we've got this snowflake die. This is giving you that aperture feature here. So you are getting the large snowflake that we can see just down here, but what you're also getting is all these little snowflakes above the top here. So straight away, another one perfect for your shaker because you've got that aperture. Use it as a stencil if you want. Use it into a card blank. Make really quick, simple cards that you've got there. You've got the negative, but you've got the positive as well. Then we've got the cut and emboss folder. So this one is what we're going to be using in a minute. So you've got the winter that is embossed down into here. But all this white area here, this is detailed, that's die cut. And then keep a hold of them. Maybe you want a paper piece, use them elsewhere. Really nice little accents for your card. And then you've got your cut and, it's not your cut and emboss, that was your cut and emboss. This is your stamp and die cut. So this is where you've got your winter as well as all these additional sentiments. Make your own little sentiments, but you've got the die cut to actually die cut the winter as well. So that, including that vellum paper pad, you're getting all included with that £37 here in the UK, $48 in the United States. Really, really good saving in total with that one there. But of course, with being in Club Inspire, you're not even going to pay that. So head across to the website and have a look. But what we're now going to do is we're going to use the folder. We're going to show you what this can look like straight onto our white cardstock. Let's see if I've got a little bit of blue and I've got a little bit of midnight blue on this one here. So I've taken a piece of watercolour card. It could be any of your cardstock that you've got at home. And I've trimmed it to 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So it's just shy of the 5 by 7. And closing it. So our winter is what's going to emboss, and all the top and the bottom is what's going to die cut. So let's bring in our base cutting plate, and we would put in our top cutting plate, but what I'm going to do is just add in my metal shim to give it extra depth, so we can pop that one through. Running it through, so it's of course going to go through the Gemini Junior, which is my workhorse, the one that I have at the side of me all the time. It's going to go through your large Gemini as well, but of course it's going to go through the MIDI as well. So you've got all these different options. So all of these, so literally everything is going to go through between the Junior and the MIDI. So you've got that as peace of mind knowing if you've got one of our smaller machines, it's going to go through that perfectly. So let's take this one out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these little bits out. So all these little snowflakes, keep a hold of them, because these are going to be good for just those little accents into your cards, into your projects. And I know we say the word shaker a lot, but perfect for your shaker element. But they pop out, so we're just popping all these out, including all of these little swirls. There's got a couple there. The rest of them have just been held in place into this part here. So you're just going to take them out and you're going to be using them elsewhere in your crafting projects. But we can, for the sake of this, move it out the way. What I'm then going to do is let's bring in our blending tool. And because we've got two colours of blue, let's take our blending tool and our pad. And I'm going to go round the edge with a little bit of baby blue. And this is going to, well, what I'm going to do actually is let's go around pretty much a lot of it with the baby blue, and then we can come and add that accent of the dark blue on top of the sentiment. So what we can do is work our way around, just picking out that colour. So just adding that accent, highlighting it all the way around. Even if you want to come around with a little bit of our pigment ink pad, then you can come along with your embossing powders and you're going to give it that icy glisten effect. That would look quite spectacular. But what we can then do is I'm going to go over the middle and I'm just lightly pressing my blending tool and we're just picking up the word winter. So we can go along. So we've done that with the lowest and the lightest of the baby blue. Let's go into the midnight now. And I'm just going to use the same pad because it's all blues. And I'm going to finish that off by adding that depth. So let's add that depth on with the blue. So this is the midnight and I used the baby blue as well. And then let's do exactly the same. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of that depthness off and I'm just going to run back and forwards. So we're going to run. That's going to pick up some of that accent when it comes to the embossing. And then we can see even there. If you wanted to fill these areas, you can do. I like that sort of look where you've got that strip along the bottom. Even then, what you could still do is, have we got silver? We do. Let's quickly just add a bit of silver on. Bringing in your inks, your waxes, any of your pastes that you've got as well. And what we can do is just work our way over the top. And then this is just going to finish off that accent. So you've got that mix of the silver, you've got the mix of the blue as well as the baby blue, just adding just a tiny, tiny shimmer of the gilding wax. Then what I've done is I've taken a piece of that vellum and I've also, a bit of a tease, naughty tease, I know, I'm sorry, taken a bit of blue, adorable, scoreable. Might be coming tomorrow. And then I'm going to add my adhesive onto the back here. So I'm going to pop it just all the way around. And then we're going to pull this one in. This is going to give us that instant highlight of the blue shining through. Then what we can do is bringing in another piece, bringing in a card blank, and then what we can also do is I'm going to line the vellum up here. Then I'm going to pop that one over the top. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go over the back of my vellum. That's hiding the adhesive from the vellum, and then it just means that we're going to get a crisp, clean looking image So if I press that into place, really, really quick, really simple. But then what you could even do is come back in with some of those snowflakes that die cut out, because of course they'll be white, and just pop them back in. That's just using the vellum in the embossing folder. You're getting that aperture, you're getting that stamp and die. 18 elements in total, £37 here in the UK, or of course $48 in the United States. So worthwhile checking that out. If you haven't already got any of the glistening snowflakes, then have a look later on Craft Vault, where it's all about Sarah's signature. So Craft Vault, 11 AM here in the UK, 6 AM Eastern Time, 3 AM Pacific Time. Then jump into the end of the day, 7 PM here in the UK, 2 PM Eastern Time, or 11 AM Pacific Time. So let's now have a look again and see what else everyone is saying. Right, where did we get up to a moment ago? We've got Sazi crepes with maple syrup and crispy bacon. Well, you've got crispy bacon on the side, I think on the top. I think Adam agrees as well. Adam, are you on the side or on the top? Oh, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Kerry on YouTube, morning Craig and the team. I love Nutella and strawberries on my pancake. Definitely has to be sweet, absolutely. And Laura's also saying peanut butter. I've not tried peanut butter. Peanut butter and strawberries, well that sounds quite nice actually. I don't actually have peanut butter a lot. I like peanuts. Don't have it a lot. We've got Kimberly on Facebook saying, we're having savoury with ham, cheese and eggs, and then sweet, where we're cooking apple and cinnamon, topped with cream. Oh, apple and cinnamon. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of cinnamon, but I would go with that one. We've got Jan on Facebook saying, Amalfi is famous for their lemons. They are sweeter than the usual lemons and can be made into limoncello. Limoncello. Oh, a nice little shot of limoncello. Ooh. Last but not least, we've got Mandy on YouTube saying, with the vellum, going, wow, that is lovely. It absolutely is. And promise, last one. For now, Judy on YouTube is saying, for the glistening snowflakes, I have this collection and it is absolutely beautiful. Thank you for letting us know. If you do have it, give us your feedback and let us know how much you love it, because I know that you do. But what we're going to do is we're going to give you another chance to have a look at this week's run and Get It, Got It Good, which is all about our Spectrum Noir. This is our hint of classic. So this is running around the pastel tones, going for the lighter pastels to the deeper tones of the pastel. You're getting the 6 packs in total, 36 in total when it comes to individual pens. 41 pounds here in the UK, $62 in the United States. I've got some boards that we're going to show you actually how these work. They're going to work together, but these are going to complement your full classic collection. So this is where it's giving you that hint of. So these are going to give you your different sorts. So we can see at a little bit of a glance, we've got the different tones of the colours. But what we can do is we can bring in a little bit of stamping. I'm also going to give this a little bit of a wipe down. So with these hint of, as I say, these are the pastel tones. These are going to sit in nicely on your classic storage. These are going to work as a standalone, but because of the shades and even because of the numbers that Leanne and the team have put in, you're going to find, for instance, we are, in this one here, we're going to use GT05, which is part of the hint of selection. So we're going to use this one. But what we're also going to use is the GT1. So the GT1 is part of our classic collection, and you can see the GT05 is going to work in conjunction as well. So this is where you can see the colours work well, but the codes work really well together as well. So what we can do is let's bring in a piece of cardstock underneath here, and what we're going to do is let's bring in our 2 colours that we've got together, and we can start to even blend just these 2 in. So let's go for, what I'm going to do is let's focus on the leaf on this one here. I know it's going to be a pastel leaf, but it's going to show you the look. So the GT05, slightly lighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this lightest one first. So same when it comes to your classics, you've got the bullet nib, you've got the chisel nib as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay that colour down. So we're going to do it as a bit of a base, like I would usually do. And I've already stamped this in our alcohol proof. So what we can do is I can just finish up onto there. Still do your 3 tones if you want to. You know, this is where popping them into your storage, you're going to see they're going to work, they're going to complement each other. But I'm going to do just the 2 of them for this sake of it. Now this one, we are now using the GT1, which is part of our Spectrum Noir Classic range. So we can work that one in. So you can see now, so if we see it from at the side, you can now already see the difference in tones. So that deeper one, that is from the Classic GT1, and that lighter one is the GT05, which is part of the Hint Of. And then what I'm going to do, like we would usually do, is I'm going to blend over the top. So we're going to work our way over, circular motions, blending over the top, blending them in, and then we're going to finish up all the way to the top here. You could also come in with the GT2, and then that's going to give you that extra depth as well. But if we then bring this one in here, what we're going to do is you'll see already from there, from the side on, you can see how we're getting that depth right from the beginning, right from the base, and it's working its way up. So what we can do is let's do exactly the same. Let's use CT05, which is part of the Hint Of. So this is what you're going to get within the Hint Of range. And then we're going to use CT1. So CT1 comes within the Classics. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to do another leaf as well, just so that you can see how it looks. So let's go in with the lightest, and we're going to go in with the bullet nib. So we're going to lay that one down, coming up about 2/3 of the way. So we're just laying that colour down. If you want to then come in with any of your flowers, or any of your butterflies, your florals, anything like that, it's going to work all the way through your different. So what I'm going to do, oh, who's saying that about pancakes? Gian is saying fried chicken and bacon. Okay, I would give it a shot. I'll never say no. I do like my chicken. I do like fried chicken as well. I do like chicken in general. Had that for my tea last night, in a barbecue sauce, mashed potatoes, just in case anyone wants to know. There you are. Plus, if my mum's watching it, lets her know that I am eating properly. There we go. That's a standing joke. My mum says if we don't message for a day or so, then she knows by watching here, she knows that I'm keeping okay and looking okay, and I'm eating. There we go. There we go. So just by doing the two colours there, so even when it comes to the yellow one, you can see how we can then blend the 2 of them in. So whether you're using the Hint Of on their own, or of course you're wanting to use them as in conjunction with your normal Classics, then you absolutely can. Right, so what we're going to do when it comes to the pancakes, so just shortly, we're going to do a bit of pancake tossing, and what we want to do is we want to know, or you know, let us know, how many do you think in the comments, how many I can do in 30 seconds? So how many pancakes do you think I could toss in 30 seconds? And what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of a timer, and anyone that guesses the right answer, one of your names will be drawn out, and maybe win a little voucher, I think. Right, where was I last at? We've got Debbie on YouTube saying, I bought the full collection of the glitter and snowflakes, but only got round to making one card. Going to make early cards this year. It is a lovely collection. It is, and the thing is, and that's a key thing to say, which is great, Debbie, thank you, is the Snowflake collection, it runs through every single year. You know, it's not got specific colours, it's only going to work with certain years, it's going to work through every single year. Jan on Facebook saying, yes, I am the Jan that met Joe. We met at Craftaganza too. All rings a bell now. We've got Maggie on Facebook saying, good morning, Craig, from Cork Island, definitely strawberries and cream, or bacon and egg. Yeah, I think so. I think that it's just like a wrap, isn't it? A tortilla wrap, but obviously without the sweetness and all of that. And made in a different way, of course. Junior on YouTube saying, I love, yeah, we were just saying a minute ago, chicken fried bacon. It's at Cowboy Cafe in Roswell, a perfect side for pancakes. Like the thought of that one. And then we've got Kerry Noon on Facebook. I love my Hint of Classics. Kerry is one of our design team members. So get your comments in. Do let us know what you like to have on your pancakes. Is it savoury? Is it sweet? Is it something maybe we've never heard of before? So get the comments in right along the bottom there, either on YouTube or on Facebook. But moving in, with it being Tuesday as well, it means we've got softer side, which is 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific Time. We've got some brand new fabrics to show you. So some for you to get your hands on. So when it comes to your fabrics, you've got this different set. You've got the different set. That was very subtle, wasn't it? Different sets, different colours, different formations that we can see here. So what we've got in this nice selection that we've got set out here, you're going to be able to see that when it comes to the colours, when a lot of the colours, a lot of the designs are actually going to match the names that we're going to read out to you in a minute. So if you're having a look close as I'm going to read them out. So we've got the navy flower spot there. So this is the one that I've got here, navy spot flower. Really, really nice one here. Hitting with that navy, but you've got that nice little bits of dots all the way around, which is going to work well. Even going to work well for obviously the guys, anything that you're going to be making as well. Actually, a lot of these are kind of, all of them I would say are unisex. You'd be able, that would be a good shirt on me if we make a shirt. Always going from the top. So what we're then going to do is, let's move on to the next one. So we've got the green flower spot on this one here. So this is the same design, but you've got the different colorways within this one here. But then we're moving on to the geo mustard. So we've definitely got that geo effect within that one there. You've got the mustard, so a lot of the oranges, the ivories within that one there. Then moving still onto the geo look, we've got the geo pink on this one. Same design, of course, with it being the name, but you've got that pink, or more of kind of like a salmon when it comes to this one here. That kind of salmon look with that one. But then what we're going to go over into, we're going into the leaves. This is leaves blue, and this one here, exactly as it says. It is leaves, but it's, you wouldn't initially think, do you know what I actually thought it was at first? I thought it was lips. I thought it was lips at first, smiling lips. So if we go, no, you can't see it, no, I can see it. You kind of see where we're going with the lips. I thought it was lips, kinda. Yeah, they're just being nice to me in my ear. So I've got that one there, but it does, it is your blue leaves, or your leaves blue on that one there. Then what we've got is, moving on to the next one here, we've got the sage. So this is leaves sage. Again, got that lips look that I think, but then what we've got here is that sage look, or you know, you've got a touch of the pastels of the green in the background. I am going to kill you, although I'm saying I would kill you. I actually missed what you said there before you started laughing, so you're all right, you're okay on that one. You've got away with it, I think. Then what we're going on to is we're going into, obviously, the paradise. We're going into, look, don't you just wish you were sitting with a cocktail somewhere tropical, cocktail in your hand, lying just at the side of you, and maybe a coconut, with the sand in your toes, the sun, the sea just waving about all the way, the little fisherman in the backdrop, the little just cruise ship just going back. Oh, lovely. Anyway, moving back. So we've got the jungle. This is the salmon on this one here. So going for that salmon look. So it says that one's pink, that one's salmon. This is where I would say that this one is more salmon. So still going along with the jungle. So we've got the jungle green on this one, going in with the colours, going in with some of your oranges as well as your whites. Then we're going into the jungle blue that you can see exactly the same, but just changing that colours very slightly. And then we are going into the jungle lilac on this one here. So you can see just the two tones of colour within this one being the lilac as well as that white tones that runs throughout as well. So all of these ones straight away, there's not one of them that I would say it wouldn't work well for a guy. You know, each of them, whether it's colours, whether it is, of course, the designs, the geometrics, the jungles, you can see all of these are lovely. Navy flower is in the lead when it comes to the website. Each of the jungle leaves too, or jungle, the jungle blue. So that's a popular one as well. So each of them I've shown you, half metres, $3.49 here in the UK, $4.99 in the United States. Just to say as well, as I know this offhand, if you were to request a metre, it comes as a metre. It doesn't come as two halves. So you know if you want to have more, it's going to come elongated in that way. So $3.49 here in the UK per half metre, $4.99 in the United States. So you can see all of these colour tones here. So whether, you know, if you like to make jackets or shirts or something, you know, you could imagine that would be, I can imagine Adam's away to have a heart attack thinking I'm waiting to put this right up against my mic. But, you know, can you imagine me in a shirt? You know, you could maybe have one shirt, like in that colour, or half the shirt. Here we go. Then, what we could now maybe do is, we could maybe have, you know, half a shirt. Actually, do you know something? Look at that. That looks a kimono. Is that, yeah, it does actually, doesn't it? Actually, I'm not being funny, but how well does that actually look? You know, it does it. I close my eyes, draw back the curtain. You know, so it could be something like that. You might even want to just go one step further. You maybe want to add maybe an extra one around the bottom. You know, maybe I kind of look like Fanny Craddock like this, but you know, we've got. So there we go. So you know, you never know. You might. Don't Marilyn Monroe. We've got. So it gives you that sort of ideas. Do you know what I mean? You know, maybe. Yeah, move it. Yeah, okay. I'll be told to move on. You know, you got that idea. You can do whatever you want. Maybe you just want to make cushions. Maybe. Yeah. So maybe you want to do that, right? So what we can then do? Can I just? It's gone completely silent. Have I pulled something out? Oh no, it wasn't me. They've just gone silent. Here we go. Right, they were. They're just waiting for me. So there you go. So that's coming up in Softer Side, 1 p.m. here in the UK, or of course 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific Time. But that's going to be with Joe and Bernie, and I bet your bottom dollar, Bernie will not make anything near as good as what I've just done a moment ago. But you could tune in and see. She might do. You might get a cushion. You know, you might get, I don't know, a bit of a plique or something like that. You know, okay, right, okay. Thanks, Laura. Right, okay, doc. So, yeah, I've been told to move on. So, what we've got is, it is Tuesday, it's Pancake Tuesday, it's Shrove Tuesday. So what this is all about is this is about using up your leftovers. So maybe things you've got lying about, you maybe want to get them used up. So you put them into pancakes. Now, when it comes to you guys stateside, I'm led to believe from a resident expert when it comes to Erin, you don't toss them. You just turn them over with a spatula. But then that makes sense because of obviously the size, the thickness of some of your pancakes. What we do is, because ours, we do them really nice and thin, although I do like a thick pancake. What we're then going to do is we're going to do a bit of tossing. So who wants to win? You know, what you can do is either win a £20 or a $20 voucher when it comes to the pancakes. So what to do to be in with the chance of winning, you've just got to kind of take a guess as to how many times you think that I will be able to toss a pancake. So what you can do is, it's going to be in 30 seconds. So get your comments in, just letting us know just how many do you think that we're going to do. And then we've got, apparently, oh, I see it. I'm away to take a really quick drink. We've got a pancake just underneath the desk here. And Anil is saying, Craig, never knew you could sing. I can't sing. I cannot sing. Right here. So we've got, see, I'm always channeling my inner Schofield. We've got our pancakes here, and we've got our little bit of a frying pan that we've got good to go. This is one I would like to say that I made earlier on. I did not. Laura made this one for me. And we're going to do a little bit of pancake tossing, seeing how many that we can get. So we are going to be setting the clock just shortly for 30 seconds. How confident are we? Well, considering I've not actually done this for a wee while, I don't think I even done it last year, so I'm not sure. So get your comments in. How many times do you think I'll be able to toss this pancakes? We've got 30 seconds on the clock, and yeah, I'm ready. I went a bit silent. It's kind of like falling to bits, but 32. Hey, that's all right. 32. Awesome. There we go. Oh, apparently no one guessed 32. What was it? Was it like 5 or something? Was that? 20. Rightio. So our social media superstars, they are going to pick a winner, and then I will announce it at the very end of the show. So see who guessed close to being that one. So I got 32. 32 I was able to do, so that's excellent. So just noticed that Bernie's just popped on saying she loves the fabrics, it's going to go quick, and she will see you all at 1 p.m. Excellent. Right. Now that we have kind of shown you, or we've told you the idea of using your leftovers, we're going to move that into the crafting. And this is not necessarily doing our leftovers of our crafting. Yeah, wrong move, putting some of the pancake in my mouth. There we go. I did always get told off for talking with my mouth full. That's why I never do it until we're live on TV. Right. There we go. So what we're going to do is, we get asked, and I get asked as well, with mats and layers, whether it's scrapbook pages, whether it is your, of course, your cardstock. Many kits, many collections actually get double-sided tape within the collections. Not everyone uses it, but you're wanting to try and use it up. So this is where you say, oh, Craig, I know you use your double-sided tape. I have trouble with it. I get stuck with it. So this is where I'm going to show you how you can use your tape to mat and layer and make it that little bit easier for you. So that's exactly what we're going to do just in a moment. And we're going to then move on to our craft kit just after that. So I think if we're going to have a look at the craft, but what we're going to do beforehand, and being honest with you, so I can run to that other side, we are going to show you another update of when it comes to the Get It, Got It Good, which is this week, and it's all about the Spectrum Noir. So here we go. So this is the Get It, Got It Good for the week. This is our Spectrum Noir hint of. So you are getting 6 packs. Each pack you are getting 6 pence in total. These are the hint of, but work on their own and work in conjunction with your Spectrum Noir. £41 here in the UK, $62 in the United States of America, and that's your Get It, Got It, and you're good. There we go. So what we can do now is let's move over into the crafty tip of the double-sided tape. So we've got 2, and let's bring in this one here. What we can is bringing in 2 tapes. Now you do get finger lift tape and you get double-sided tape, edge to edge. Finger lift tape, and I know I want to say it's exactly as it sounds, but still some people don't actually realise what it means. So what we're going to do is if I take this one, I'm going to put a bit of tape on the back, and this will show you. So this is finger lift tape. Now usually most tape, the adhesive is edge to edge on the back of your double-sided tape. However, finger lift, what that means is you've actually got a couple of millimeters where there's no adhesive on the back, and that is so that you can get your finger underneath so you can lift it. So picking it up with your fingernail, and then it makes it easier. So this is where, if I show you from the angle you're at, can you see the backing of the paper is a lot wider than the actual adhesive. So that's your finger lift tape, and that's why obviously it's called finger lift tape. I'm not a fan of that one, simply because I like my adhesive to go right to the edge. So if I do that again with my adhesive tape, and I do what I like to do, and that's go right to the very edge. So what we'll see in a moment is you'll be able to see how, when I peel this one off, this is then peeling that one off like this. And then, can you see, I've not got the adhesive to the edge. The adhesive is not to the edge. I like it to be at the edge. So that's why I'm not an overly big fan of our finger lift tape, any finger lift tape. So what I do is I like to use what we'd say, the edge to edge tape. So let's just trim this one down a little bit so that we can show you how we can use up your double-sided tapes that you get within your craft kits. You get some within kits at home, you get some within other craft kits that you'll maybe get from other companies. So let's use it up. So here we go. So this is what I like to do. So this is our double-sided tape you might get within many of your craft kits that you want to use up. So I'm putting it edge to edge all the way around. So if we work it all the way around, and then what we can do is I take the backing straight off because I've been using it for years that I'm used to it. However, what you might find is that you have that little bit of difficulty when you peel them off and getting it lined up in the right place. So what you can do, just ignoring that little strip that we done to show you, take the edges, so just peel it over and just bend it over. So we're just folding it over at the edge, and we're going to do that on all 4 edges. So we'll work our way around, bending that one over. So just in 4 corners. So that just exposes a little bit of adhesive in all 4 corners. Bringing in your matting layer. So that can now go in top. You've now got a lot more time and flexibility to move that about without it sticking. And even if we press it down, because there's only a little bit of adhesive holding it in place, it still gives you time to move it. So what we can then do is pop that back on in place. When I'm happy with where I want it to go, pressing the full corners, and then just placing your hand on your card and just pulling it away. So pulling that excess tape away, and then we're going to finish that one off, taking that last one away, pressing the layers down, and then that's now going to give you that perfect matting layer using up the double-sided tapes that you get at home. Many of them come within craft kits and that. And if you're one that don't always use the tape, then it builds up and builds up and builds up. And then it's just a good way to show you how you can use it up and get shot of all these products. So there we go. So that's how you can use up your double-sided tape when it comes to your crafty stash. Let's have a look and see what everyone else is saying now. We've got Judy Cowles is saying, you've just received the markers you ordered from 2 Fridays ago, the whole of the tri-blend. Excellent. Well, make sure once you do colour in, let us see what you want. Let us know in upcoming shows. Send your pictures in. Jeffrey is saying, Craig, cooking in a pan or on a griddle. Griddle, you would be faster and lay down more. Okay, yep. Kadok. Astrid on Facebook is saying, in Norway, I had some amazing pancakes with Greek yogurt and berry compote. They were fabulous. Does sound good. Sandra on YouTube is saying, Craig has just become a fashion designer. Well, thank you. Hardly, but thank you. I think I'll stick to crafting. We've got, although I am a designer when it comes to making cards and projects. Hannah on Facebook is saying, someone please make Craig a shirt like that. Yeah, brilliant. Can you imagine? Oh, need to get Bernie on that one. Julie, when I wake up, I'm making pancakes. When you wake up, presuming you're already awake then if you've made that, so it must be when you get up. Or maybe you're about to go to bed. Who knows? But yeah, that way, send pictures. Let us see what you're going to be making throughout the day. Then we've got Therese. Big round of applause to Craig. Kathy on YouTube is saying, love learning all of these new tips and tricks. Thank you very much. You are more than welcome. That was from Kathy, so you are more than welcome. It's my pleasure to just show you these little hints and tips. Any other questions or comments? Coming to the end of the show, but obviously tomorrow and the rest of the day, Crafters TV, that's the same details that you need to follow for either YouTube or, of course, on Facebook. But we do have a winner. We do have a winner. So, Christine Jamal on Facebook, you have, you were close. No one got it right, so we had to pick someone at random. So, you are the winner. So, just need you. Okay, thanks, Laura. Apparently no one expected me to do that well. Yeah, see, I am very good at doing that one. So here we go. So if you just email prizes@crafterscompanion.com and just pop your name and just say you've won the pancake toss-in, and we will then send out the voucher via email for you to spend. But what we can then do is let's move on to the last bit, moving on to launch party, which is coming up later on today, 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern time or 8 a.m. Pacific time, which is with Sarah and Joe. It's a brand new craft kit. Say it's brand new. You guys on the HSN subscription will already have received this one, and anyone else, it's now your opportunity to purchase this one. If you are following with the numbers, it's number 33. But within this one as well, we have got over 310 elements within this one here. £24.99 here in the UK, $24.99 in the United States of America. And this is all about the geo dies. So let's have a look. Let's see what you're going to be getting within this one. And we've got, new packaging as well. Oh, environmentally friendly. Love this one. So we've got, someone, can I just say, it's not me that's already been in this one, just in case anyone's wondering. But what we can then do is look at all these. So we've got the gems within this one. Actually, let's go. Talking about using your leftovers, how cool would it be to use all these leftover packaging? Paper, good quality paper, so you're able to do it by your backdrops and mats and layers. Maybe you want to use the envelopes, peel off the little sticker as well. You could be using them. But what I'm going to do is let's pop the gems back in first, because I want to dive straight into the main focal point, which is the dies. So we've got, gosh, we've got loads. There we go. Envelopes, card blanks, papers, everything. So what we've got is, let's take all these ones. We'll go through them in a minute, but we have got the dies as well as stamps. So let's show you the metal dies within these ones here. So it's called duo because you're able to use them in conjunction with the main focal point of the die. So we've got this lovely tree, and then what you're able to do is pop these love hearts in place. So they're going to cut into the tree, or you get the outside die that you can use on its own. But then the same goes with this balloon. You've got two sentiments, and you've got the balloon that's then going to fit in this balloon, or you can use them as a standalone. So that is the main dies, the focal point of the dies. But when we've got stamps to go with them as well. So let's go in with the stamps. All of these sentiments, so they're going to work with the tree, they're going to work with the balloon. So we've got the owls, we've got sentiments, we've got love hearts, we've got presents, we've got dragonflies as well as hearts. Nice selection when it comes to that one there. Then, of course, when it comes to all of our craft kits, we do get the printed papers to go with it. So we can see how in these ones here, 8x8, we've got lots of variety of different colours, designs, shades that run all the way out. Really bright, very summertime when it comes to this box here, which I just adore. Actually, can I say as well, when I drove to work this morning, it was light. It was light. Usually it's dark, but it was light. Now, someone's been having a wee play. Someone's been in this box having a wee play already. So we can see this is the kind of colours that you're going to be getting when it comes to your 8x8 cardstocks here. Very bright and vibrant. Then, not finishing there, let's go in with dew drops within these ones here. Still be colouring them if you want with your classics if you want. If you're colouring your gems or your dew drops, always use your real strong colours to colour in. Then we've still got assorted ribbons within these ones here, organza ones, and we've got a variety of different widths that we can see on these ones. Then we are going into the gems that we showed you to start with. So the gems have been really bright in a variety of different sizes as well as colours. Then, as you will already know and love, you can see no one's been in these ones yet, we've got our card blanks. So we've got our C5, we've got our 5x7 as well as our 6x6, and that includes the envelopes to go with them as well. So let's pop that to the side. Let's have a little plate. I've got a couple of bits already lined up here, so we can bring these bits in. Let's bring in the dies as well. So we've got this mat and layer. I've just got the centre of my cardstock here just so that we can get this to go a little bit further. So let's pop that one there. We're going to bring in the die, and then we're going to bring in the cardstock as well. So all this is done using the craft kit. Craft kit coming up later on today on Launch Party, which is 4 p.m. here in the UK, or 11 a.m. Eastern Time or 8 a.m. Pacific Time. So what we can do is just pop that one into place. This is then going to go through your mini as well as your go. So let's pop this one through. So let's just run that one in. Such a great idea, having these craft kits. Now, when it comes to the craft kits, and Laura's just this minute said to me in the ear, not only are you going for the fabrics already, that you're buying this craft kit already ahead, always a good idea. You know, there will be some come Launch Party, but it's always a good idea to get in there first and get yours so it's nice and secure. So what we can do is, this is how the tree looks on its own. So you could come along and stamp that sentiment if you want to. It's up to yourself. But what we are going to do is we're going to bring in one of the love hearts. So this one here says family, and this one says love. Now what you've got is you've got the outside die. So if you use the two together, this is going to take out that full separate heart. But if we use it on its own, let's pop that into the middle. This is then going to cut into the centre, and it's going to leave that sentiment just nicely situated into the middle. So let's run this one through. We'll roll that one through. We'll then bring in our tape. So what we're going to do is we're going to assemble this one. A lot of you loving the ribbon that's in this set, but you're also, I can see as well, we've got, now, so who was that that's just popped out a minute ago saying that you're loving the packaging as well. It is so good, isn't it? So what we can do is we can then pop that one into place, and then we're going to set that one into place so we can then bob our tape all the way around. Or if you want to use up your double-sided tape, you could use that little tip that I showed you. So what I'm then going to do is let's place that one on there. We're then going to bring in a few other mats and layers that we've already done as well. So let's work our way around so we can then pop this one on. So layering it up, all of this come from the craft kit. So we're working our way around. This one can go in the centre. Then we can take our tree. So there's two things that you can do. You can do it like this. So let's take those little bits out. So you can use it so that your die cuts into the aperture, so it looks like that. Alternatively, you can use it without the sentiment and then do the sentiment separately in another colour, which is what I'm going to do. Pop that one into the middle. Using our tape, pop that one on. Let's get that tape going. Are we at the end? I think so. What we can do, sit that into the middle, bringing in a little bit of the ribbon. So we've already hand tied this one that we can see here. Let's pop our tape on. And then we've got a few gems that we could pop, even, let's just do one in the corner. Just there, and that's your Geo craft kit. So you've got the Geo where it comes from, the two of them that you can see. It's really bright with a variety of that cardstock, as well as the pattern poppers that we've got right in the back. But what we can do is let's just tidy this out of the way. I can't believe the show is just flowing in. Show is absolutely flowing in. But there we go, that is your decorative Geo die. That is your craft kit that you can see here. So this is the one that's coming up in launch party later on today that you can see. So that's going to be, it is going to be coming up on 4 p.m. here in the UK, or of course 11 a.m. Eastern time or 8 a.m. Pacific time. So there we have got Christine, who of course won there. She is saying, oh, thank you very much. You are more than welcome. We've got Crafty Angel on Facebook. Good morning, Craig. Will the dies from the craft kit go through the mini? Absolutely, they will do. Sally Bond is saying, I love the new packaging. Judy saying, ha 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 ha. I just looked, mine only shipped out today from HSN. Now you're super excited to get yours. Brilliant. Crafty Cats is saying, loving the paper envelopes instead of the plastic ones. Absolutely. Nice to have a little bit of a change and environmentally friendly, isn't it? Rightio, so the boss herself is back in an hour's time. We've also got Joe as well. Joe is now back in the building for the next few days. So kickstarting when it comes to Craft Vault with Sarah and Joe, all about Sarah's signature. So that's going to be 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. Eastern time, or of course 3 a.m. Pacific time. But then you can see it again. So same product, but different demos, 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Then we're going into the softer side with Bernie and Joe. So that's going to be 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern time, or of course 5 a.m. Pacific time. And then it's going into launch party with that craft kit that we just showed you there. That is 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern time, or 8 a.m. Pacific time. So that is your day planned and all lined up for Tuesday when it comes to Crafters TV. Always remember you can shop ahead, well, right across on crafterscompanion.co.uk.com and .eu. You know, you can be watching and you could be shopping at the exact same time, and you can always now, next day, next week, next month, go back and watch whenever you like. Enjoy your Tuesday, enjoy your pancakes. I'm going to enjoy mine. Follow me on Instagram, Craig Laird CC. I'll give you some little tips and little sneak peeks as of tomorrow, but have a lovely rest of the day. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you exact same time tomorrow. Bye.